All right, let's go ahead and get started, though. Let's get stuck in. As a C2, I somehow made it to quarterfinals of the qual, and I was one game away from playing Daniel. Oh my goodness. That's actually really cool. Were you trying to get... Well, were you excited to play Daniel? I know I would be. I'd be delighted if that was a thing. But guys, we are going to kick things off. It is day one of the Salt Mine Quals. Actually, it's day two of the Salt Mine Quals, but day one of me streaming the Salt Mine Quals. What do I know? Let's get into it. It's Jack versus Nuqqet. Best of 5. Winner will advance to the semi-final, just one round away from qualification to the Salt Mine 4 main event. And I've got to reset the overlay because it's showing the test lobby. So let's just start that again. There we go. And Jack's going to kick things off with a 1-0 lead. Now, Jack actually had a bit of trouble qualifying yesterday to day 2. This is the top 8 portion of the Open Qual. He went to Game 5 with another British player, Red Mob, and now he's up against Nuqqet, his fellow countryman. Good kickoff by Jack to start off the game, though. Let's see how he goes against Nuqqet, who's actually a pretty accomplished player in 1v1. He was not expected to make it through his bracket, but he did. As a result, I believe, was it Vatira didn't make it past the check-in bot. A nice little mind game there by Jack at the near post. Just a little baby bump and then works the ball into the middle of the box and scores. The boost is too big. The boost is massive. I kind of like it though. I mean, it's easy for the mobile viewers to see is the thinking behind that one. Good pre-flip save there by Nuqqet. And if you are watching on PC, then yeah, it takes up like your screen, but you don't really need to be able to see anything in that bottom corner. Jack is off to a flying start here. Easy read on the downward bounce. And he's up 3-0. Looks like Nuqqet couldn't really make his mind up what to do there. I've just realized as well, actually, that because I've made a new streaming profile for the Salt Mine portion of the stream today, my alerts are now missing. Somebody please remind me, how do I put that on my OBS? How do I get it? I'm going to Google it, so I don't know how to do it. Oh, lovely cut by Nuqqet. He's going to get in the scoreboard just inside the second minute of the game. Yeah, this is Nuqqet from Young Money Clan, who had the massive failed attempt at stealing a major spot from Sub-Saharan Africa, I should say. Yeah, massive fail by them. Hopefully we don't see them attempting anything so foolish again. Because I think they are still banned from RLCS for like half a year. Should be able to copy it from the other collection onto that one. Okay, really cool story about that, Terry, and everyone else who's familiar with streaming software. I accidentally deleted my entire scene collection from my main stream. Yep, you heard me right. I meant to click duplicate, and I clicked delete. Did I have a backup saved? No, I don't, because I'm an idiot. So I've deleted my entire mainstream scene collection. I tried to duplicate it, I clicked delete. They're right next to each other from a drop-down menu. But I will not pretend that that is acceptable. I'm an idiot. I know I'm an idiot. Sorry to anyone who expected more from me. I know that's about 2 of you. But yeah, that's why I can't simply grab it from my main stream. It's gone. Absolutely gone. Forever. So shout out to Ben behind the scenes. He'll be my broadcaster for the main event for Smiv. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to LNDR. All the guys that are working on the graphics behind the scenes as well. Yeah, they've done a really good job putting together this stream package, so you're going to probably see this overlay on a couple of streams about the Rocket League section. And yeah, we've made it available to everybody who's streaming Open Quals, everybody who's streaming community streams for the tournament, even some view parties, because it looks really cool. We're really happy with it. Okay, Jack's really comfortable right now in the matchup. Nuqqet's got to do something to get Jack out of this mode that he's in. I've watched a few of Jack's ones videos recently. I've heard him talk, actually. He made a video about his ATR 3 win that he got, and he talked about how his playstyle at the moment is trying to just focus on possession. He's not really focusing too much on getting goals in a hurry. He's playing very patiently, focusing on possession and pressure, boost, and then once he's established a dominant position, he'll then look to get a goal. Nice little skim from Jack as he controls the ball in defense. And yeah, Nuqqet's got to try and get Jack out of that routine. If you're going to beat Jack these days, you can't allow him to dictate the flow of the game like he currently is, because it's pretty much impossible to out-IQ Jack. He is a really smart player, and especially when it comes to 1v1. Right now, he's in phenomenal form. If you're going to beat him, I think you need to make the game a bit more chaotic. This is very orderly, very organized, and it's favoring Jack pretty clearly. That's going to be 5-1. Demo, little cross map, bounce dribble, and away we go. You know me, I love the angle and the approach there from Jack. Threatening a volley, threatening a half volley, and Nugget wasn't really sure which one it was going to be. Thanks to Triple Thought for the 8-month Prime, by the way. It says, thanks for the experience of the ATR Cup. I got absolutely destroyed by a bubble player, and I loved it. So yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, ATR Cup signups are currently open, and also Salt Mine Qual signups are open for next week's qualifier. We're going to have one of these every week for the next 4 weeks. This is week 1, qualifier 1. And we're also going to have qual 2, 3, and 4. 2 players will make it into the main event through every qualifier. And you can actually sign up to those. I'd appreciate if you do. I know some of you are saying, just cast the games. And I hear you. Listen, I get it. You want me to cast the games. But it is extremely important that we get signups to these tournaments. And me talking about it as much as I do does work, because we actually went from, I think, 450 signups. It was, Monday last week. We had 450 signups for Salt Mine Qual 1, Salt Mine 4 Qual 1. And by the time we reached Wednesday, when the signups closed, we had 1,300. So me talking about it does work. And in a matchup like this where it's 6-1, or indeed in the NAS versus Jack match where it was extremely one-sided in game 1, you will hear me talking about stuff like this. I'm telling you guys, have you signed up yet? If you've not signed up, you have no right to tell me to stop talking about signing up. It's free. You might be able to play against one of your favorite players in the next one. Cucumber, thanks to the tier 1 sub as well. Hope you're in for the long haul today, because we're going to have lots of matches for you guys. Dominant display in game 1 by Jack. 7-1 is extremely impressive against a player like Nuqqet. Fear's actually featured Nuqqet in his channel a lot, and a lot of you are viewers of myself and of Fear, so those of you who have seen Nuqqet and Fear's channel will know that he's a pretty formidable player. He's not a player that Jack can take lightly. I'm sure he's not a player Jack is taking lightly. But that was just full control for Jack. Look at the possession, 63%. Boost consumption as well. Heavily in Jack's favor, and even field control. Though field control is not really something that Jack prioritizes. He is quite happy playing in the defensive corners, in the defensive half. But the possession and the boost are two things that he is absolutely trying to lock down and control. So game 2, can we get a change of the tune? Can we get a turn of the tide from Nuqqet, or is it going to be more control from Jack? Another good kickoff for him. He's going to be threatening a demo here and landing one, and immediately working his way towards the goal. Little pass off the sidewall to himself, and Jack is scoring. It's a really important skill to be able to do in Rocket League. Just a simple play, but popping the ball into the sidewall and then shooting, just like Jack did there. You guys should all be practicing that in free play. You should all be trying to work that into your own gameplay in 1s, 2s, and even 3s. It's an incredibly powerful play. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not in! Jack fully committed to the bump and actually landed it twice. But the ball didn't go in. It bounced off the crossbar, or the post. It must have been the crossbar. And stayed on the goal line. Yeah, the reason that play that Jack had there, the little pass to himself off the sidewall where you chip the ball into the sidewall and then go straight to the goal, the reason it works extremely well at low level and at mid level in Rocket League, it even works at high level, as you can see there when Jack got a demo, it's because it's such a fast way to score. You can get one touch and then another touch immediately afterwards on target, and a lot of players will either make the mistake of challenging on the wall, which is not where you're going. Beautiful save there by Nuqqet. That's phenomenal stuff to take a 2-1 lead. But yeah, a lot of players will expect you to take the ball up the sidewall for an air dribble, and because you just chip it off the wall to yourself, you go straight past him. A lot of players will go for back corner boost, not realizing that the shot on target will be faster than they can recover and save. And yeah, a lot of players will just not really respect the acceleration in the play as much as they should. Oh, it's a terrible position for Nuqqet. He's not done the best job pathing over small pads here. Jack's going to use that to his advantage. Set up the boost steal, keep this boost advantage going. Now he's taking the ball away from the wall, making the challenge more difficult. Nuqqet keeps his composure though, and allows Jack to pass the ball to him. Jack trying to find a way to turn this one around, does so expertly, and Nugget's done well again, surviving brilliantly here. And now pathing around the edge of the box for small pads. Jack looks for the dunk. Nuggets defense holding strong. This is not the best continuation by Jack. Just manages to get the boost steal, though that was almost a demo for Nugget. Big mind game from Jack, and a compliment from Nugget in the quick chat, acknowledging that, yeah, he was pretty outplayed here. You can understand the panic in that position. He was stuck in defense for an extended period of time and eventually did concede. Such an annoying play style. Yeah, it's very annoying to go up against, I will admit, like when a player is playing like this. Oh, that's just deflected wide. It's extremely frustrating. So hard to keep your cool, so hard to keep your composure and just continue defending. Because nobody wants to be the defender in Rocket League. Everybody wants to be the goal scorer. Oh, he's not get dunking. He nearly landed on that. Messed up his mid-air flick, but nearly landed on the ball. Now Jack with the early shot. Nugget can't get back to it. That's a fantastic shot by Jack, avoiding any chance of a bump or a demo by jumping over Nugget, who overcommitted for the mid boost. Has Zen signed up? No, Zen did not sign up to Saltmine for Qual 1. Hopefully he'll sign up for one of the other qualifiers. There are 4 qualifiers, of course, as I already mentioned. They're all open quals, so you guys can sign up to any of them using a link in the description or the exclamation mark SMIV command in the chat. And yeah, maybe you'll run it as Zen, maybe you'll run it into one of your favorite players from the Middle East, maybe you'll run it to someone like Daniel if he doesn't qualify today. North America coming up later tonight. Daniel is playing, and he's looking good. He qualified to day 2 with no problems whatsoever. In fact, Diaz, the #1 player in the North American server at the moment, went to game 5 in his final round in day 1 against Fearless, who is kind of a Bubble Ones player from NA, who's been around for a bit now. He's a pretty solid player, but I was very surprised to see him taking Diaz to 5 games. Another great flick by Jack. This has been a huge part of his success recently, is accurate flicks from close range. And it doesn't look like much, but those of you who have played 1v1 over the years will know that it's very easy to hit the crossbar with those flicks. It's very easy to, you know, be afraid of hitting the crossbar and overcompensate and just flick it straight at the goalkeeper as well. So the fact that Jack is confidently flicking the ball top shelf every time is very impressive. Very impressive to me. You played Fearless in round 2. Firebolt, how did that go? How did you get on? I hope it went well for you, although I'm not so sure. It's tough. It's tough out here. Now Jack right back into his comfort zone here. This is where he wants to be. This is where he's done his best work. And although Nugget has defended bravely for large parts of this series, this is just the worst possible position to be in, because you really do get the feeling that Jack is not going to overcommit when he is in this kind of form. You're hoping, you're praying as a defender that eventually the attacking player will overcommit, they'll miss a shot, they'll give you the ball for free, and Jack is just not doing that right now. Scores a 6th goal, starting to take over the game. Chance for Nugget to come back though. Jack spots the infield dribble coming, and now pre-jumps to avoid any potential air dribble bumps that might be coming his way. You'll notice that the turnovers of possession are far faster when Nugget is in control of the ball. Lands on Jack though with the demo. Another chance to get something started. What's it going to be? Ground game or aerial game? Looks like it's going to be the ground game for Nugget. Actually, adapts into the air, but the transition wasn't seamless, and he lost control of the ball. Low 50 by Jack. Nugget completely crushes him and scores a 4th goal. That was careless by Jack on the outside of the ball. Nugget, knowing that he's starting to run out of time in this game, just full commits and does get rewarded. Chance for Nugget to make it a 1-goal game. Oh, Jack decides to launch it into the back corner across the box. Diving challenge connects by ApparentlyJack as well. Couple of wall dashes. Nugget needs to score off this possession to keep the pressure on Jack. But Jack's turned and challenged again, just spots an opening, and he doesn't need a second invitation to join the play. Gonna look for the boost steal and spawn here. Easily times it. And Nugget does follow through with a demo. 20 seconds left. This is still game on. If Nugget can score with this play. Has Jack backwards to the shadowing. Wants the bump. Tries to fly down onto him. Lands the bump right on Jack's head. And brings it back to a 1-goal difference with 12 seconds left. Now this is scary for Jack. He's had a couple of these games recently where he's had large leads and they start to evaporate. Pushes the kickoff wide left. This is terrible for Nugget. Only 12 boosts at his disposal. Jack with the 100. And now with possession as well. He's so comfortable in his back corner. Knows that there's nothing Nugget can do here. And it is going to be 2-0 for Jack. Just completely controlling the match. A much more respectable scoreline for the clinical Nugget in Game 2. But Jack has really dominated the field in this matchup. Oh yeah, by the way, Terry, you know how you're saying that it's browser source add my alerts to the stream? I'm not talking about the on-screen one. I'm talking about the one that's like built into OBS. I'm trying to remember how to do that. Alright, here he is. Jack got kicked from the lobby, but he is back and looking to complete the sweep in round 1. If he can do that, then he will just have one more round till the qualification round. And that's the dream scenario for all the players in this tournament. To stay in the upper bracket is double elimination in day 2. If you can win this round and the next one, as Jack is looking likely to do at the moment, then you will have 2 shots at main event. One in the upper bracket final and one in the lower bracket final. We don't play the grand final of this double elimination bracket. If we did, it would just be for seeding, and we've decided that's not worth putting the players through the potential of a bracket reset just for seed 1 and 2. Both players who finished... Oh, Jack's missed an open net. Of course he has. Yeah, both players who finish first, second will be qualifying to main event. So we're just going to move them on through. 1 through uppers, they'll be seed 1. 1 through lowers will be seed 2 for today. The kind of Minecraft sounding music is apparently Jack's anthem. Every time that he scores or wins a game, he's got that as his in-game anthem. Yeah, Nugget has to gain some kind of ground here. The thing I would like to see more from Nugget is more... It might sound a bit counterintuitive, but I want to see more aggressive plays in offense. I want to see him back himself to outplay Jack at times, because I think he's been a bit hesitant. I think he's held back slightly, and that's allowed Jack to just get into the play for free. This is very nicely done, spotting the challenge and outplaying it. But I want to see things like flip resets from Nugget. I want to see just, you know, kind of plays that are the mindset of, I'm just going to outplay you, and if you successfully block it, congratulations. If not, I'm scoring. Because that is the kind of game that Jack is trying to avoid. These sort of just 10 goals each, out of control sort of matchup. Jack wants full control. Oh, can Nugget slot this? No, he can't. That's a horrible bounce for him. Really unfortunate that hit the underside of the crossbar there. Now Jack looking to outplay him with no boost at his disposal. Nugget should be able to score here. He plays his car right. Looks like he can't. It is very well done by Jack to control the ensuing play. Kitzer RL in the chat says, Johnny, I won my first match, got matched up with Drally, but Lil Bro didn't check in. Still would have destroyed him though. Yeah, Drally lost to the check-in bot, but hey, you can screenshot that. It will say that you beat him in the bracket, so you've got a win over Drally. No two ways about that. It's not what Nugget needs. 4-1 Jack with a kickoff goal. Willie J, thanks for the 15-month prime. Yeah, again, shout out to all of you guys who did register. Be sure to sign up for all the Saltmine quals. There's 4 of them. Can we get more than 1,300 sign-ups to Qual 2? We've got just about 5 days left on the sign-ups, so you guys have got some time, but don't hesitate. If you're watching this on VOD, you might have less time than that. Quals sign-ups close on the Wednesday, and then the quals are every Thursday. Yeah, I'm just not seeing enough from Nugget to believe in the potential comeback here. I'd love to tell you guys that it's possible, but the form Jack's in, combined with the fear that Nugget has in defense, the lack of confidence he has in offense, just not giving me a lot of confidence. I mean, what a performance so far from ApparentlyJack. Full control, just no risk whatsoever. Still time left in this game. I missed the amazing mid pinch by Jack. Oh, sorry if I missed something else. I'm trying to like micromanage a couple things on my second monitor right now. Very bad behavior by me. Again, unfortunately for Nuqqet, it's just not enough. He's just not really producing the goods right now to have a chance of outplaying Jack. I mean, this shot is just never going to work. It is very direct, not a lot of angle change, not a lot of elevation change, not honestly a lot of pace change either. You've got to be looking for some kind of change of pace, angle, or direction, elevation at this level if you're going to outplay someone. Or, you know, follow up with a dunk or a mind game. That shot just really didn't have anything. Now, Jack's going to try and instigate a play that he loves to use at this level. That is the kind of, let's just drive beside the ball and not do anything. Would be great when you're up 6-1. Nuggets not having it, though. Resists the urge. And now this is looking much better for a Nuqqet. Reset, top shelf. That is what he needs to be doing right now. Full faith in his ability. Honestly, the takeoff here was a tricky one, but he regained control brilliantly. And he does slap it into the top shelf of the goal, way over the challenge. Saban's Rock, thanks to the 6-month Prime. Welcome to the channel. Jack's kickoffs have been expertly done as of late. Wants to muscle Nuqqet off the ball here. Nuqqet just holding his own, resisting the challenge. But Jack will get some space. Oh, good entrance to the play though by Nuqqet. Look at this. Keeping the pressure on and indeed scoring. That is unbelievable by Nuqqet. Jack thought that he was just going to leave, but Nuqqet effortlessly mid-passes to himself and then flicks it with no boost in the most awkward of ways over Jack. I mean, honestly, that was tough there for Jack to save with the boost advantage he had. But once again, Jack puts the pressure on with the kickoff win. Nuqqet still very much in this game, but it's his last life in the upper bracket. Won't be the end of his tournament today if he loses this, but will become a lot harder. No boost Nuqqet. Jack circling, sealing small pads away from the edge of the box, and then retreats all the way into his back corner. Is it safe to call the back corner Jack's natural habitat? I think that probably is where he would reside if he had to live on the Rocket League pitch. He'd set up shop in one of the back corners. Low 50 by Nuqqet. Pre-flip save by Jack. 40 seconds to go. You'd think Jack's pretty close to the finish line here for completing the sweep. Jack hiding behind the ball. Nuqqet with very little boost and actually wastes all of it. Looking to accelerate a play that really just ground to a halt and went nowhere. That's a tough landing by Nuqqet as well, just tripping on the crossbar as Jack now dribbles the ball back into his corner. It's going to be ApparentlyJack advancing with a sweep to the upper semi-final. Couple more rounds and he'll make it into the Salt Mine 4 main event. Nuqqet, good luck in the lower bracket. But right now Jack is just simply too good. And that probably gives me a perfect time, since the game is formality at this point, to remind you to use !TNR in the chat to sign up to the email list for ApparentlyJack and I's upcoming Rocket League course, thenextrank.com, or just go to thenextrank.com itself. You don't need the link for that. It's in the description if you want it. But GG's. ApparentlyJack showing off his Rocket League IQ and completely controlling the match here against Nuqqet. Possession again massively in his favor. Better boost management by Nuqqet in the third game, but really it never looked like it was going to go any way other than an ApparentlyJack win.